Hi, welcome to Ezhilverse. I have been sharing short reflections about self-love, boundaries, solitude, unlearning, and slowly finding my way back to myself. As I look back at them, I realize they weren't just separate thoughts. They were all part of the same journey. So instead of watching them one by one, I would like to invite you to experience them together. Welcome to Ezhilverse. All I did my whole life was loving and serving others, forgetting to include myself in that love. Not everyone reciprocated my love. Not everyone was grateful for my service. And that's when I realized self love and self respect are the best form of love one can give and receive. Being kind without boundaries doesn't make you a good person. It just makes you someone who forgets themselves. You keep saying yes until you don't even know what you actually want. And slowly you stop loving and start surviving. So be kind, but not at the cost of your peace. Solitude and isolation are not the same. Isolation feels heavy, lonely, and happy. But solitude can feel peaceful. This is the space where some people think clearly, create freely, and finally feel connected to themselves. Some creative minds work better in solitude than in constant noise and company. Sadly, in India, solitude is often misunderstood. People think we are lazy, we are sad, we are depressed. But solitude is not suffering, it is healing. I stopped living for the version of me that exists in other people's heads. Everyone has an opinion on who you should be, what you should do, and how you should live. But at the end of the day, they don't have to live your life. You do. The only person I'm actually responsible for disappointing is my future self. Most of my life, I believe, being a good person meant putting everyone else first, being kind, being understanding, giving people endless chances. And somehow, in that process, I stopped asking what I actually wanted. Now I'm spending my time unlearning all of it, unlearning people pleasing, unlearning guilt, unlearning the idea that choosing myself is selfish. Because after years of trying to become who everyone else wanted me to become, I'm finally becoming myself. People often assume I had nothing to say, but the truth is, my silence was never empty. It was filled with stories, ideas, questions, entire worlds. Some people find themselves in conversations, but I find myself in silence. I knew so much about the people around me, their preferences, their dreams, their struggles, the things that mattered to them. But if someone had asked me what I wanted from life, I wouldn't have known the answer. And now, instead of trying to become someone new, I'm simply recalling who I was all along. Sometimes we don't make one big decision. We just keep saying okay. Okay to expectations, okay to responsibilities, okay to becoming who everyone needed. We don't lose ourselves all at once. It happens in the quiet moments we stay silent. Until one day, we wake up living a life we never actually chose. Maybe it's time to ask a different question. What kind of life do I actually want? Are you guys living the life you want or the one you settled into? Stop waiting for permission. Most of us are stressed, not because we can't do something, but because we are waiting for permission. Permission to rest,
permission to create, permission to say no, and permission to just be ourselves. The strange thing is, the people we are waiting for aren't living our lives. Maybe the permission we have been waiting for has always been our own. So, guys, give yourselves permission today. It took me 28 years to realize I don't have to earn my worth. I don't have to lose myself to be loved. I don't have to settle for a life that doesn't look like mine. I don't need permission to choose myself. Maybe growth isn't becoming someone new. It is finally coming home to myself. Every door leads somewhere. I hope one of these doors led you a little closer to yourself. Thank you for spending your time in Ezhilverse. Until we meet again.